Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera. My name is Siti Haja binti Said di 2020109543 and my group member Nur Zaleha binti Adnan, Nur Syafiqah binti Sam and Jesela Stephanie anak Taha. We are going to present about warfarin compound. So firstly, let me begin with the introduction of warfarin. Warfarin is an anticoagulant drug that normally used to prevent blood clot formation as well as migration. Although originally marketed as a pesticide, which is Dicon, Rodex, among others, warfarin has since become the most frequently prescribed oral anticoagulant in North America. Warfarin has several properties that should be noted when used medicinally, including its ability to cross the placental barrier during pregnancy, which can result in fetal bleeding, spontaneous abortion, preterm birth, stillbirth, and also neonatal death. Additional adverse effects such as neocrosis, purple toe syndrome, osteoporosis, valve and artery calcification, and drug interaction have also been documented with warfarin use. Warfarin does not actually affect blood viscosity, rather, it inhibits vitamin K dependent synthesis of biological active forms of various clotting factors in addition to several regulatory factors. Now let's talk about the physical properties of warfarin. For the appearance, warfarin is colorless, odorless, crystalline powder or solid. The boiling point of warfarin is 515.15 degrees Celsius and the melting point of warfarin is 161 degrees Celsius. The solubility of warfarin is 17 mg per liter at 20 degrees Celsius, and for the vapor pressure of warfarin is 0.09 mmHg at 71 Fahrenheit.
First and foremost, I'm going to talk about what is spectroscopy. Spectroscopy is the study of the interaction between matter and radiated energy. Historically, spectroscopy originated through the study of visible light according to its wavelength. Later on, the concept was expanded greatly to compromise any interaction with radiative energy as a function of its wavelength or frequency. Spectroscopy is also often used in physical and analytical chemistry for the identification of substances through the spectrum emitted from or absorbed by them. There are 5 types of spectroscopy. First is infrared or IR spectroscopy. Second is ultraviolet visible spectroscopy. Third is nuclear magnetic resonance spectroscopy. Fourth is X-ray spectroscopy, and lastly is Raman spectroscopy. Out of all the spectroscopy stated in the previous slide, I'm going to talk about infrared spectroscopy of warfarin. As you can see from the figure attached, the IR spectrum of warfarin shows characteristic peaks at 1747 per centimeter corresponding to the C double bond O strand. The peak in the region 3200 per centimeter corresponds to the OH group. Thus, we can conclude that warfarin consists of C double bond O stretch and OH group.
Next, I will talk about biological activities for warfarin. Mechanism of action. Warfarin and related vitamin K antagonists block the function of the K epocyte reductase complex in the liver, leading to depletion of the reduced form of vitamin K that serve as a cofactor for gamma carbosylation of vitamin K dependent coagulation factor. The epocyte reductase is needed to recycle vitamin K between reduced and epocyte form. Without gamma carbosylation, the vitamin K dependence factor, including factor 2, prothrombin, 7, 8, and 9 are immunologically detectable, but they cannot function because they cannot adequately bind calcium and phospholipid membranes needed for their hemostatic function. Gamma carbosylation of glutamic acid residues occur at the time of protein synthesis. It doesn't affect the structure of or function of existing protein. Thus, the ultimate anticoagulant effect of VKAS is delayed until the previous synthesized functional clotting factors are cleared from the circulation. Depletion of both factor X and factor 2 prothrombin is important for clinical efficacy, and factor 2 has the longest half-life of the vitamin K dependence factor, approximately 3 days. Thus, the desired anticoagulant effect of VKA does not occur for at least 3 days after drug initiation despite prolongation of the prothrombin time (PT) at early time points. The initial prolongation of the PT is due primarily for depletion of factor 7, which has a short half-life, 4 to 6 hours.
Hi, my name is Teshila Stephanie Anataha. I would like to talk about application of warfarin. In pharmacology, warfarin is used as anticoagulants. Anticoagulant is an agent that prevents blood clotting. It makes your blood flow through your veins more easily. This means your blood will be less likely to make a dangerous blood clot. Warfarin is used to treat people who have a previous blood clot, such as a blood clot in the leg, which is deep vein thrombosis or DVT. Warfarin also used to treat people who have a blood clot in the lungs, which is pulmonary embolism. In agrochemical, warfarin is used as rodenticide. Rodenticides or rat poison are mixed compounds used to eradicate rodents. They are one of the most toxic agents commonly found in the household. Warfarin and the related substance have been in use as rodenticides for 50 years. They act by binding to the enzyme vitamin K to 3-aspartate reductase, thereby interrupting the cellular recycling of vitamin K. The use of warfarin as a rat poison has resulted in the natural selection of warfarin-resistant rats.